All right, what's on the bench? Lloyd Sound. Raise your hand if you know who Lloyd Sound is. Is it a person? It is a company that does sound equipment. Do they design things? Do they set it up? Who are these people? Who is this Lloyd Sound? It is a Hewlett-Packard instrument. It is a Hewlett-Packard 3476A digital multimeter. I claim this is the worst instrument that HP ever designed. That's my claim. These things were awful. They have a calculator display on them, so it's an LED calculator display from like the HP 35 days, right? It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna find a date on this thing that will open it up. But yeah, these things were old and they were awful and they were brand new. It's got a little bail so you can flip it up here and read it. And it's got a 2-position bail. Let's see here. Even the bail is the bail is failing. Even the bailing is failing. Yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's take a look at this thing. All right, it's got a power button, DC, AC, volts, amps, kiloohms, and range, auto, or hold. Those are the buttons you get. And here's that weird LED display. Things go in the side. I guess they're banana. Volts or ohms common, and then there's an amp. This is fused to 32 milliamps. Although I don't know why it would ever draw milliamps, but anyway, this one's fused to 1.5 amps. Now the fuses, if you slide this over, there are the fuses. There's a fuse in there and there's a fuse in there. And this thing, I don't think's got no fuses. I don't think it's got no fuses. Where's my flashlight? Yeah. No fuse in either one of them. I'm not even sure how that works. So anyway, we'll open it up first. Warning, no operator serviceable parts inside. Serial number, I don't know. Let's open it up, see if we can find some date codes on things, and popping right off. Oh, there we go, something fell off. Oh, the slidey thing on the side here. Oh yeah, there's the place for the fuses. All right. Let's move the camera. All right. Interesting. Wow, look at that. Oh, that's cool. I could get some shots of that. It's a cool little heat sink on this part here. Yeah, made in the USA. Very nice. There's a fuse inside too. It says fuse, and a fuse. That's for the AC. AC fuse, and then the DCs are fused up there. There's some test points with everything is Hewlett-Packard gold-plated PC boards. All the parts look familiar from the stockroom. It was really nice working at HP because the stockroom just had all the parts you needed, and there was no reason to not use their parts. They're already specified to be an instrument, so if you chose one, it was good to go, right? It had all the qualifications already necessary. There's a shield here on the AC. Oops, I mean on the analog section here. It keeps the noise out of it. So let's take a look at that. Oh no. Oh, this is back in those days. Okay, so what do I mean by that? There was a real age to these things where HP decided that they could build really good stuff with their own hybrids. They were going to build custom hybrids. And this is one of the weirdest custom hybrids I've seen. There was another voltmeter that were always getting thrown in the trash cans because the hybrids were always going bad on them. And they were almost impossible to fix. There was one DVM that I really, really wanted, and it was in the trash can, so I took it home, and I designed a replacement board for the hybrid. And yeah, back in the day when I was broke. Not that I have a lot of money, but I get by. Yeah, but look at this. Look at this heat sink. Can you see this little heat sink here? This little roundy. It's like a little pagoda on this one big pass transistor here. It's probably the DC shunt or pass transistor for the DC power supply. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But if this thing is dead, forget it. So there's a date code on it though, 26/6. And so that's either 76 or 86. Let's see if I can find some other date codes on here. This is a 6. 76. Oh yeah, this is 76. This capacitor is marked 76. So yeah, so this is 1976. And this has a 75 on it, so that part is old, but I think probably the unit was made in 76. Here's 75. Yep. Okay, so it is that kind of unit. Now it does have a lot of adjustos inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10. So yeah, back when everything needed to be calibrated. No software calibration, no storing anything, no. And then you really can't see it, but there's like a calculator display here going sideways. Let's see if we can get it to light up. All right, let's see if we can get it to light up. The AC connector soldered directly to the board. That's always great practice. But yeah, okay. Well, let's find a power cord. Oh, all right. Let's back up the camera. The little window fell out. It's this little window goes in here, but it allows us to see the display a little better. Can you see that? Let's see if I can get a light on it. See, get it illuminated here. That's too much bright. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so these are single die. Yeah, I think it's one giant die per segment. Okay, let's turn it on. Oh, it says something. It says CC, whatever that means. Yeah, look at that. Oh, CCC. Oh, I'm pushing on it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 2. Ah, look at that. I fixed it already. Oh, so the display is funky. I'm pushing on display and I got a good number out of it. Okay. Well, maybe that's a thing. Oh, that's on a socket. Ah, okay. Okay, let's turn the power off. Yes. Yes, that's on a socket. I bet you these are dirty. So let's clean those up, put it back in. I think maybe some really fine sandpaper here. You can watch what I'm doing over here. See. This is like, I don't know, 1200 grit or something. Polish these up. All right, I think that will improve it. Pop this back onto its socket. Boom. And oops, my little window fell out again, but that's okay. Nope, that wasn't it. There it goes. So now it's good again. Now we're getting a real number out of it. So I don't know if maybe some deoxide or something. I'll work on it a bit. All right. Well, I can't get the display working, and I have it set to 3 volts, and it's measuring 0. The keys don't seem to work. So if I hold in the volt button, it doesn't seem to be working. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, it does seem to be busted. Oh, this is DC volts. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 2.5. Yeah, I had it on AC volts. Sort of, the display's all wonky on the thing. So 2.56. Let's go here to 13 volts. Oh, there you go. Look at that. It changed. Almost 13. Kind of funny. Okay, so it's sick. It's very, very sick. So anyway, I guess part 2 will be see if I can't fix this thing.